Hello! Monsters abound here. Some say that underneath his robes he's just 3 snotlings stood on each other's shoulders, and others that he's terrified of clouds. All we know is he's called the well, his name's Skarsnik, it's not really a title, it's just... Well, welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 60 of my Skarsnik campaign. Skarsnik's currently lying siege to Vulture Mountain here, which is a dwarf settlement that they picked up in a confederation. It's the only one in the south here. We just need to finish it off, but the garrison is pretty beefy. It's got the Iron Breakers, Slayers, yeah, it's not great. Further up north, Gore and Ashag are currently trying to deal with some Chaos forces who are cowardly, just running away from us. They don't want to get into a fight. They just want to sack unprotected cities. So we need to put a stop to them. Nala is raiding Nullen, has been for a little while. And Skraga and Nagbad are currently trying to do some raiding, but sacking. But unfortunately, Archaon is beating them to the bite. I mean, what? Just... What a jerk. That's all I'm going to say about that. We are heading towards a victory. It might not be the victory I want. I want to capture Ulthuan. That was my objective. Currently, that looks like it might be a little way off. And the Tomb King's patch hits on the 23rd, which, if I've done the maths correctly, will be today, or maybe may have already happened. Might not have done the maths correctly. Not entirely sure. Never mind. So, if the campaign is still playable after the patch, which I doubt, then I'll carry on playing to capture Ulthuan. If not, then at least we'll have a victory. So that's what I'm planning for at the moment. Try and get a victory and then see if it still works afterwards. So that's what we're going for. In the meantime, I don't think we've got anyone left to move. I think we do have agents scattered around, but I don't really have much to do. I mean, Tyrion's here. Looks like he's been struggling to get through the marsh over here, Skaven Blight's marsh. And Belagar is currently laying siege to Carrick Buffdar, which I'm not really bothered by, to be honest. So I think that's probably okay. There's a dwarf over there. Maybe I should turn back on my agent action. I can't remember where all my agents are. Can we kill this guy? 95% chance. Critical, yeah, really murdered him. Sent him back to his gods. Nice work. I think that'll do. What? Fine. Right. They're attacking character buff. Now, that doesn't actually... Do I fight this one? You know what? It might... I don't know. No, I'm just going to water resolve it. I was considering it, but I'm just going to... water resolve. If I wasn't up against the time limit, I probably would have fought it, but... Wait, Skrog coming in as reinforcements, and they don't like his chances. I mean... Yeah, those walls are pretty beat up, but... You know what, I'm going to decline. Okay, now you're attacking both of us. Even for Archaon, that's a bit... Look at his molten red little head. That's weird. Yeah, sure, why not? So Archaon has launched his attack. So we've got Warriors of Chaos v Goblins. I mean, it's not a great matchup. Warriors of Chaos, very much like the Vikings from that show Vikings, and the Terminator had a baby and then dipped it into a vat of spikes. And Goblins, who are short green people. It's not the most even matchup in the world, but fortunately we do have things that are going to swing it our way. I mean, one, we outnumber them massively. Oh, Hell Cannon shot. Fortunately they're targeting Morgub's mangy marauders. They're going to make their getaway. If they target one of these blobs of night goblins, they will take horrendous casualties. It's like Archaon's throwing fireballs at us as well. They don't like those mangy marauders. They want to get rid of them. I don't know why, but fine. So we've got a big line of night goblins, night goblin fanatics. Got some trolls there. We're trying to get out of the way. We don't want to receive a charge from these chaos knights if we can take it. Oh, there goes a charge straight into those nasty skulkers. Nasty skulkers going everywhere. Archers firing wildly into them because that's probably for the best. We've got plenty of goblins, so any arrows that hit the knights can only be a good thing. Those knights are going to quickly rack up kills, and here comes the infantry. Got some Cursed of Bad Moons out there. They haven't really done an awful lot of damage. Some Chaos Trolls from charging into some more nasty skulkers. Should have got some charges off, but I was busy. Over the rear here, we've got the Death Creepers have given these Chaos Knights a good old charge. The Death Creepers are anti-large, so these Chaos Knights are not going to do well. In the background, we've got 3 units of Squig Hoppers. They've quickly munched that Hell Cannon to death. That Hell Cannon is now down. And now the Squig Hoppers are free to swing around, dodge this unit of Chosen. We could fight them. We could probably kill them, but it would take time, and we don't have time. We need to get into this blob over here. We've got Chaos, we've got Chosen fighting these Night Goblins. We've got some more Chaos Warriors over here. Forsaken hacking their way through this unit of Night Goblins fanatics, but here comes the reinforcement. Here comes the cavalry. Literally the cavalry. Squig Hoppers charging in. And very quickly, these look at how much damage these Chaos Warriors are taking. Horrendous casualties. Charging into these Chaos Warriors over here as well. They've hit these Chaos Knights. Basically, our right flank is now looking far better. We've now got control of that. We do still have some Chosen down there. They're going to be very difficult to kill. These Chosen with great weapons have just been hacking their way through our nasty Skulkers. Those nasty Skulkers taking a lot of punishment. They were in the centre of our line for some reason. Normally I sort of drag out, I have the units assigned by their unit card and then drag, and that usually puts them in a proper order, but I think it mucked up because those nasty skulkers shouldn't be in the middle of the line, but they did happen to be there. These dragon ogres actually haven't had any kills yet. But in come the squigs, thank God for the Squig Hoppers. Just overrunning the chaos forces all along the line. On the left flank here, they're still fighting some chaos knights, but our trolls have got in the mix, and backed up by numerous units of night goblins and their archers. They've managed to deal with them quite satisfactorily. There's a unit of Chosen now charging up. They are going to get a charge on the unit of Death Creepers there, but that should be fine. We've still got a lot of... We've got the mangy marauders, we've got Chosen here. That shouldn't be too difficult to deal with. What is going to be slightly difficult to deal with is Archaon. So we've got both Night Goblin War Bosses. We've got our Goblin Big Boss in here as well. He's being filled full of arrows. He's not going down very fast. I mean, just look at the sheer number of arrows that are being fired into him. He does not give a shit. And it looks like, I think this is Skraga. Skraga, and I think that's Nagbad. Yeah, so Skraga is taking a lot of damage. There's Gorgut there, or what's his name? Gogrut. Gogrut, that's it. And we're continuing to... I mean, lots of ammo coming in there. We've now got our Night Goblin Shamans moving in. They're going to give him a good old blast. So we've got Largug over there and Gore. Both of them going to give him a good old blast. And, I mean, it does do damage, but it's just not doing damage fast enough because Skraga is losing health quite rapidly. The rest of the Chaos Army is being dealt with. The Chosen over there finally broken. They did do quite a lot of damage to us, but pretty much got wiped out, I think. Almost totally. We're having to get Skraga out there because he's taken too much damage. Just look at the ammo they're wasting. Arrows aren't free, guys. Aim for the. Ooh. Another blast there by Argor, trying to do as much damage as possible. But it looks like Archaon is going to. Yeah, he's Gogrut's off. He's broken, and now it's just Nagbad. Continuing to fight. We don't have any. I mean, we've got units. More units now moving in. We've got some nasty skulkers. They're trying to save our boys. So they're going to come in, but they're not going to do an awful lot of damage. They are chipping away slowly. He's got a Slayer of Kit, so his weapon strength is over 1,000, and his melee attack 96. And he's carving his way through this Night Goblin unit. Although they are doing some damage. We're going to move him away. We're going to try and hit him with our shamans again. He's down to 66 health. As he chops to... Oh, that poor goblin. He's trying to kill Skraga, but Nagbad comes in, gives him a whack around the back of the head there. Come on, get him. In he comes. Boom. Oh, look at that. Skraga came at the last second. Just whack. Just gave him a quick... And then off he hops. Victory. Well, alright, he's retreating because he's on 355 health, but... It's a victory retreat. There is no loss of honour in retreating after you've killed Archaon, in my opinion. Squig Hoppers really did win that battle for us, I think. Can anyone tell me why I just don't have an army of Squig Hoppers? Is there any legitimate reason why that isn't a good idea? Because I can't... If there is a reason, I can't think of it. Well, I think... I mean, we could take the replenishment, but it's not even that much replenishment. Yeah, okay, we will take the replenishment. Nagbad is Doomslayer. Immune to psychology. Okay, that's kind of useful. So we need to finish off the Empire, but the Empire is getting its head kicked in from every direction currently, so that's good. We also need to kill the dwarves, and they are being reduced to their last few settlements. If we can just finish off the Chaos forces in our territory and refocus Grimgor and Azhag on finishing off the dwarves. I just want Chaos to sit and fight. They're currently just running away from me like a bunch of armour-plated girl. Well, I wouldn't say girls because that's... Most girls could beat me up, so... Krokgar is currently... Well, I might need to go and... Do I send some help Queek's way? I think Queek will probably be alright. I'm more concerned about myself. I did quickly check, and Malekith and the Lawmasters are not actually at war. You want a non-aggression pact? I'm going to say no. Because I'm probably going to want to kill you. Maybe. I'm a bit concerned about stretching myself a bit thin. Right, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to come and fight? No? Okay, fine. I mean, at least they've landed at Stone Mine Tower. That does mean I can get Azhag or Grimgor over there. It's just annoying because I don't want to fight them in the sea, because if it's against me, I've got then no way. I can win a battle on land, but the auto-resolve might be against me. So we got Forbidden Rod. That's nice. And Skarsnik got a what? That's really useful. You were waiting for that. So let's see what... Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, good. Right, good, lovely. Okay, I've seen better, but I've seen worse, so that's actually not too bad. Those Savage Orc Moor boys are going to be bloody useless against the Dwarves because they've got magical attacks. Dwarves are resistant to magical attacks. But they do have 2 Giants, an Ragnarok Spider and a Doom Diver, so that's good. That's good. I've renamed some of these units. Here's the Squickers. It's in Skarsnik's army. And we've got... where was it? Oh yes, the Munchin Mob, because the full name that was suggested didn't fit, so we went for the Munchin Mob instead. Which kind of fits a bunch of squigs. Okay. Now looks like Skraga lost a couple of units in that fight. But, never mind. Can we move you lads up and just kill this army? Let's just pop them. Don't think we lost anyone. Nope, good. And replenishment. That's fine. And I probably want superior attacker. Good, 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 lovely. Let's get you back into our territory. Can we march you back? Yes. There we go. We've got some replenishment now because we've got the idols building, so we're doing that. That's pretty good. It's giving us a little bit of replenishment. We need to get some more, really. Ideally. Muzrub. You just stay there for the moment, I think. Hozcub, I know you're tired, but easy peasy. Job's a good one. There we go. Nice work. And Azhag. Okay, you've intercepted me, but and this is quite entertaining. Right, let's look at the Orc boys here. So they've got 38 melee attack, 54 melee defense, 47 weapon strength, 49 charge bonus. Chaos Warriors have 43 melee attack, 48 melee defense, 45 weapon strength. So our Orc boys have more melee defense than them and more weapon strength. Slightly less melee attack and armour. But otherwise, these guys, just generic Orc boys, pretty brutal. Plus, the unit size, 113 versus 60. So the only thing we've really got to worry about is that Hell Cannon, I think. I think otherwise this should be a fairly easy battle. Here we are in the murky depths of the underway. Azhag flying up ahead. He needs to deal with his Hell Cannon. Oh, he's going to get... He got clipped. He got hit, but he didn't take an awful lot of damage, so he's okay. He's okay. Fireball coming this way as well. Can he dodge it? Oh, yeah, just about. Seared the Skull Muncher's hide. Another Hell Cannon blast coming in. Just misses. He's okay. He's fine. The rest of the army is now moving up. Our army's holding position because we've got artillery, so we're going to pound them from range. We're also going to try and deal with the Hell Cannon with Azhag, if all possible. Going to cast a Vortex spell here. That's going to, do a fair amount of damage, but then it's going to move off. Still, it's not bad. We're now going to come in. Give that a good old charge. That's one less Chaos Dwarf. Skullmuncher having a lovely time there. Look at that. He's like he's found some new chew toys. The Hell Cannon gets destroyed, and with that, the artillery is useless. However, the Sorcerer Lord is going to start throwing some magic at us, but we can do the same. We can throw some magic back. Unfortunately, he's also got a dragon. Oh, that does a lot of damage. So already we've taken a horrendous amount of damage, but Azhag can regenerate, and the Chaos Lord is not as good a fighter, although it's not actually that much in it. I mean, Azhag's better. So we now got a bit of an aerial duel going on. That's going to take a little while. While that's going on, Chaos Army is moving towards our lines. Our lines are mostly Orc boys. Now, I was going into this fight, I was quite chipper about it, wasn't I? I was quite assured that victory should be no problem. I might have been somewhat overconfident. Background there, you can see Azhag and the Chaos Sorcerer still dueling. The Chaos Sorcerer has got a potion of healing, but we're casting Spirit Leech on it. Archer's now firing. We should have really given him a charge. We didn't. We're going to receive the charge. So they're going to get charge bonus. We're not. They're Chaos Trolls. I think those Chaos Trolls are all armoured. Are those armoured? Yeah, those Chaos Trolls are armoured. So I've got quite high armour on them. Our Boar Boys are going to try and sneak around. They've hit this unit of Chaos Knights. Should deal with those on the right flank. Very similar. Chariots carving their way through some Chaos Warriors. However, they're going to get stuck. Those Chaos Warriors have very high mass. Very difficult to move through. But that does mean we're going to be able to give them a charge. And over in the distance here, you can see Azhag and the Chaos Lord still fighting on. Azhag started at a disadvantage, but he's not taken a huge amount of damage, whereas the Chaos Lord certainly has. Look at that. We definitely seem to be winning that fight. Combat even, it says. But I think with Azhag's regeneration, we should be okay. You just saw a foot of Gore go off there. That's left a huge number of casualties for this Chaos Warrior unit. They're still fighting on. Unfortunately, our Boar Boys have been caught by some Chosen with great weapons. That's not a good fight for them. They don't particularly want to stay there. Going to try and get them out of that if we can. Orc Boys continuing to fight, but they are losing health quite rapidly. Azhag is not looking in a good way. He takes another Breath of Fire, which I think is bullshit, because you shouldn't be able to use Breath of Fire in combat, and he was definitely in flipping combat. So I call shenanigans on that. Azhag is fleeing off the field. He's only got 300. Well, he's climbing. He's got under 400 health points left, but unfortunately he's going to flee off the field. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord, however, is going to come back, the cheeky little shit, and try and throw a fireball at us. Oh, if that hits, that could kill Azhag. But fortunately, he's off the field before it becomes an issue. The Chaos Lord is now back in the fight, though, but only just. Here comes Warg. Warg is going to try and avenge Azhag. He's going to throw a bolt. It entirely bloody misses. No, one hits. One hits and manages to drive the Chaos Lord off again. Okay, that wasn't an entire waste then. Our Orc Boys are still fighting hard. They're doing their best, but they just don't have the armour piercing to deal with the Chaos Warriors' very, very heavy armour. However, Boar Boys now coming into the fight. They're going to give these guys a charge in the rear. Chariots moving through as well. This is what's going to help. While the Chaos Warriors are embroiled in melee combat, we can use our cavalry to charge them in the rear, do horrendous damage to them and break them. We finished off their cavalry, mostly. There is one unit over here. Warg has charged in as well into melee because, I mean, he's an orc. Okay, he's a shaman, but he's an orc shaman. He's not just he's not like a weedy human wizard. He can get stuck in with the boys. So look at that. He's taken him down. Good lad. Fighting has dissolved into miniature battles all over. Just one-on-one, and it does look like the Chaos Warriors are slightly swinging it, in my opinion, although the power bar says otherwise. If Azhag was here, I think there should be no problem. Unfortunately, that shenanigan-like Breath of Fire... I was a tad upset about that. Just a little bit. Large piles of Orc Boys lying all over the place. Maybe we should have had more big uns here. However, this is, the Chaos Knights are routing. They're shattered. We've managed to break the Chosen on the left flank there as well. And the right flank, it looks like army casualties have reached a point where the whole army has now started to rout. Without their Chaos Lord bolstering their leadership, we've managed to swing it. It's now just a case of chasing down any remaining Chaos Warriors, although obviously being an underway battle, it does mean that as we've won, their entire army will be wiped out. Azhag's going to need a little recovery time though. Close victory. I wasn't worried for a second. Eat captives. I think we're going to do that. Oh, we've got a potion of healing. That'll come in useful. Let's eat the captives. And you didn't even lose any units, Azhag. Good job. Although quite a lot of health. Do I want you to have the Trickster's Shard? Is there anything... I mean, you got Forbidden Wand of Jet. Forbidden Rod. Trickster's Shard. I think I'm going to... I think I'm going to keep you with that. Talisman of Protection is good. 6%. Do I want to give you physical resist? I think the Talisman Protection is fine. If here's dwarves, sure. Okay, well we won the battle. It's a little bit on the close side, but it's fine. We did win. And we just need to chase down these last few armies down there. Let Azhag recover from that particular little engagement. Warg Backslider has got another skill point, which spread public order, I guess, is gonna go to that. You lads are there, that's fine. Raiding here is helping me with my income, so I'm I kind of just want that to. I just want him to stay there. Just for the moment, just until we can bring Azhag and Grimgor back to the fight. And I want you to get in there and give me a hand.
Don't disappoint me.
Are you at war with... You're not at war with the... Will you join my war against the dwarves? No. No, you won't. Okay, that's fine. I think we're all good. I think we're all good. Okay, that Chaos Horde was a little bit harder to kill than I thought, but that was a success. And I kind of prefer the closer. You know, when you just walk over everyone repeatedly, it just gets a bit boring. It's nice to have a little bit of a, oh, that was a close one. Makes it more interesting. Skraga is a Taskmaster, so more campaign movement range, more campaign line of sight, which is good. I know Pigkiss has been wounded. Poor old Pigkisser. Yeah, at this rate, we're not going to have to do anything to the Empire. I think the Skaven are redeploying to deal with Kroq-Gar. That's my suspicion. They all seem to be moving over to the east, where Kroq-Gar's just attacked. I would be interested to see what decision making the AI does, like on the campaign map. Why does it decide to attack certain settlements over others, for example? Does it move all its armies together? Does it split? Does it have like task forces maybe? Because I know on the battle map they talked about siege AI and how the AI kind of creates groups of units to attack certain locations. and they all act kind of independently, but under the sort of command of a general sort of battle map AI. Okay, Grimgor's going to go and chase after that army, as Hag is going to just recover for a little while. Oh, as Hag's got a war out of that. Look at that. Okay, Grimgor. You're going to go chasing after this guy. As Hag, if you pop in there, that'll give you a little bit more replenishment. That's fine. Tell you what, could we... I don't... I suspect the AI wouldn't move its army there if it knew it didn't have a chance. So, well... Actually, we could... I can auto-resolve that. That's fine. That's fine. I'll take that, and that's one less Chaos Army to deal with. The AI knows what its chances are against armies on the battle map. That's why it can play so safe. Whereas I am very much... I don't... If I attack that army and it was like really, really up against me, then I probably wouldn't be able to retreat from it, and then that would screw me over. So that's why I thought, but I thought I'd give it a shot, and in fact the AI had miscalculated. Okay, so we're going to get chased down Rulek Festerheart with Grimgor, as Hag can then move on because he's managed to defeat 2 of the Chaos Hordes by himself. So there we go. And oh, I really want to take... Okay, what chances do we have here? That's looking pretty good. We got 2 siege towers. We got all our war forces. I think we can take that. On the other hand, they'll have explosive projectiles for their towers. That'll make taking that an absolute sodding nightmare.
You need help?
Run out of supplies in 6 turns. Problem is we will take an absolute pounding. Okay, let's get another siege tower. That's one more turn and then we'll attack. That will give us a lot of siege towers to hit the wall with. Hopefully that will help. That works for me. Right, Skraga, you need some more units. If you go back to Kislev. So what do you... I think you lost some nasty skulkers, but to be honest, I'm going to get rid of those nasty skulkers. Yes. Yes, you are. I'm going to get... Do I want to keep those goblin archers? I mean, they're okay. I've got nothing against them. In fact, they do... I guess that's because they're higher rank. Wait, does higher rank do... Yeah, these actually, you know what? Yeah, right, okay. So, do I want to do this? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'm going to do this. Right, off they go. Right, so we've got 6 Night Goblins Fanatics. Let's get 7. Let's get 4 of them. Is that... I might... Well... Giant would take 6 turns. I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with that. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna give you War and hard to hit. So that's gonna give him quite a good cavalry force. It's gonna give him some better archers. And I don't think there's not... I mean, I think I would prefer to have the Night Goblin Squighoppers over the Nasty Skulkers. I think they're just better. So, yeah, we're just going to do that with you. And with you, we're just going to go... let's go Fleet-Footed. That works for me. Eye Gouger, you are going to... Can you hit Castle von Rauken? Yes, you can. You lost a nice skulker, but I'll live with that. Sack it. That's going to help us a little bit. That's giving us a little bit of income. That's nice. We can go back and recruit some more units. Because global recruitment is really quick. Muzrob, you... Oh, nastiest squigs, savages. I think maybe. I mean, we could. Well, yeah, no. There's no wrong options there. Really, either way is good. Arcane Conduit, always good. End turn. We need to take Help It, but that's a long... peace treaty. No. No. Your refusal offends the Emperor. You are the Emperor. Are you talking about yourself in the third person, you mental? What a loony. So we need to go and take Help It. I need to, once Grimgor's dealt with that Chaos Army, move those guys westward to deal with the last of the dwarves. Once Skarsnik's finished with that city, Vulture, whatever it is, Vulture Mountain, we could resettle that. I mean, that settlement that's just been destroyed to the north of him does have gemstones, which would be more income, which would offset our massive deficit, which would be good. So we're probably going to do that. That's my thinking anyway. Yeah, so Malekith and the Lawmasters aren't at war, and I think that's probably that Malekith and the Lawmasters hadn't met when the Lawmasters confederated with Lothern. And that meant the war then ended between Malekith and Lothern. And it never started up with the Lawmasters again, which is a weird dynamic to have with the High Elves and Dark Elves not being at war. Maybe they'll go to war later? Have you reproduced? Have you spawned another one? Have you dropped your progeny all over my Badlands? You... Oh, just vile. Right, Muzrob's an engineer. That's nice. Ashag, can you hit? Go and kill him. Good lad. Good lad. And then we're going to continue to chase. And Ashag, you can head back. You still need a little bit of replenishment, then you're going to spread public order there. Although you probably can. Oh, I'm a little bit worried you might... Right, no, I don't think you can reach us. But where are you? Come back here and fight, you wuss. Stop running away. What are you? Chaos or the scaredy cat? That I thought I had something. I didn't. That's my bad. Okay, let's get you guys. Right, you guys are going to come back. We need to get Help It. There's no other settlement really. I mean, we could do some sort of sacking over here for Ostros, Zoishnik, and the Tower of Krak. Castle von Rauken's been sacked. Betchafen maybe could be an option there as well. I think I'm probably... I mean, how's money? Money's actually pretty good at the moment, so I think we want more idols, because replenishment here is going to be very useful. Let's get the boss pole there. Let's get the tents. Defences, not so worried about. Let's get the tower as well while we're up here. Nala's just going to continue to raid there, because that's just a pretty good position for him to be in. Grimgore is chasing. To be honest, if I had a... Oh my god, they're just popping out horrible little things everywhere. Where's my... I need... Tell you what I do need is another bloody goblin big boss. Oh, you're mushroom addicted. Scarfag Eye Gouger. He seems fun. Okay, yeah, let's go for Scarfag Eye Gouger.
Let's get stabby.
And I want you to block armies. Because he won't stop running away and it's doing my nutting. So you're going to go and try and deal with that.
This way.
Let's do a little scouting over there. Nothing of interest. I think, do we have an agent around here somewhere? Yes, we do. There's an agent. You know what? Come back down here. And it looks like our next thing on the itinerary is to take Vulture Mountain, finally. Unfortunately, we've run out of time for this episode, so it's going to have to wait. Thank you very much for joining me, and I hope I'll see you next time.